All right, you guys, what's going on? Today is Monday, January 26th, and today I unfortunately started this week off with two L's. This is one of probably my second or third red day of the entire month, so it's been a really good month for me, a steady month, a consistent month for me. But I thought that there is honestly no better opportunity than today to help teach and show you guys how to handle a loss and kind of use this week as a testimony for you guys to see and understand how I handle losses, how I don't let losses snowball and turn into anything bigger. So I'm going to break down the charts really quick, kind of talk about what I did that made me lose today. But then also at the end of it, I'm going to just go face to face and just psychologically talk about how I process these losses and how I move on from them and go on about a good week. So here goes the P&L. Yeah, it was a tough day, but this number is completely in line with everything that I'm doing. So, yes, today was a hard day, but the reason I'm able to handle a loss like this is because it is 100% in line with my system. I followed my risk management. I only took two trades today. I did exactly what I needed to do. This number looks fucking huge to a lot of people. Sometimes it even looks huge to me, but I realize like this is what I do. This is how my system works, and I'm completely okay with a loss like this because they were reasonable trades. So, let's go break down exactly what happened today. I know that this is more of like a psychological video, so I'll make it pretty quick. But going into the market open today, which was at 9:30 right here, we did have this bullish S&T right here, and I was expecting that we were going to get bought up, and especially like pre-market with all of this movement, it looked like we were just going to skyrocket up, and that's exactly what we did. We got no retracement, nothing. We went straight up to right here, which was this buy side level right here. So, my first mistake on today, which I've talked about a lot on my Instagram, is when you get to an objective in price. So this was clearly today's objective. We can expect that price is going to slow down and accumulate and start to build more structure to decide, are we going to reverse from here? Are we going to rebalance a bit and then continue higher? This accumulation is very expected. So, with that being said, let me clear some of this up. That was something that I very easily could have kind of channeled into thinking about a bit more before taking my trades. But I'm not mad at the trades that I took, and that is also something important that I will come back and talk about when I'm breaking down how to handle this loss. So my first trade was on ES, and I actually still have it here. But as you can see, we were above this buy side level. Let me make my camera just a little bit shorter. We were above this buy side level to our left right here. We had been super bullish all day, even right here. We just swept this 5-minute low, continued higher. But as soon as we got up to here, I felt that we were starting to flip the order flow as we inversed this 5-minute fair value gap. We then rebounded back up into OTE right here, where we then got my rejection model that I wanted to take. So with that being said, I entered in, and unfortunately, as you guys already know, it did not play out that well. But this was exactly everything that I wanted to see. We rejected from a place where I was expecting price to reject. We got the break of structure. I entered in off of it. My stop was at a good place. It was a good risk to reward because I was probably going to hold this down closer to like equilibrium or something, or at least try and let runners get there. So this was, in my opinion, this was a decent trade setup. It was hard because of how bullish we were to be taking shorts, but it wasn't a bad idea, and that's what I'm getting at. So yes, that one, boom, immediately went and got stopped out. It was what it was. And at this point, I was thinking, okay, there's two things I can do, and this is how I always think about handling a loss, is I can either, one, call it, step away for the day, and be done and move forward, or two, I can potentially maybe take one more, maybe put me back in the green, maybe just put me back at break even, or even just cut my losses a little bit. And today, I felt good after this trade. I decided I was going to wait a sec, maybe see if we just got pushed out a little bit and if there was an opportunity to re-enter. And that is exactly what I did. Right here, we had pushed up just a bit higher. We were starting to sell back off again. We put in this bearish S&T, so I thought maybe I just got stop rated, and now this was the move that was coming. So I went to NQ, and as you can see right here, this was where the bearish SMT was put in. We at this time, sorry guys, I should have done this right before the video, but right at this time on this 5-minute chart, we had now inversed this 5-minute fair value gap, and we had also got a closure below here, meaning we were breaking down to the downside. After this SMT, this was my second stab at it, so I entered in a bit premature to that break because I took the 1-minute break, stops at the high, and I wanted to see like closer down to these like equal lows or even like equilibrium down here. Unfortunately, boom, yet again, price pumped and just whooped my ass on this one. And that was it for me today. So those were my 2 losses. It was a fairly quick day. It was what it was. And now, to break down the psychological and risk management side of this. So 1, talking about risk management. I did not over risk anything today. I did exactly what I usually risk. I did not do anything that made me stepping away from today like uncomfortable. And I think that that's something super important for you guys if you're watching this video to understand, is that there is no way to avoid a loss in trading. There's no way to avoid a loss in all of life. Like, nobody is perfect at what they do. We all lose. We're human beings. We lose, and it's important that you are able to handle that loss. So, one of the biggest reasons that people and these huge influencers and these guys that you guys see all over social media, the reason that they are able to handle losses is because they're small losses for them. They might be fucking huge numbers. A lot of these guys may be losing 10, 15, 20, 50K, but to them, in a percentage, that is a small amount of their account that they're able to handle. So this was a number that my account was completely able to handle. And that's one of the first biggest things that you need to do to psychologically put your mind in the right spot to be a confident trader. And now 2 is, and I do this a lot, and I've actually talked about this on one of my previous YouTube videos. If you want to go check that out, it's the one about self-confidence, message to my future self. But the biggest thing that has changed my trading over the past 6 months and made me from losing just straight money for 2 years to actually now making decent money trading is the fact that I have become very confident in myself and my system. And if you are this far in this video and you are watching this video, I want you to please understand that being confident in who you are and who your system or how your system is will take you so much further than you realize. But that confidence presents itself on days like today for me, not days like last week where I made 3K. It's so fucking easy to be confident and be like, oh yeah, like this is working out. Of course I believe in this shit after you have a green day. But can you literally bring your mind to that exact same level of confidence when you have a bad day? That will, you have to repetitively do it over and over and over again. You can't just be like that for one red day and then the next red day fall apart. You have to consistently show up for yourself in a confident manner after losses, constantly, like over and over and over again. And I can't stress that enough, guys. That changed my trading like tremendously, was just finding the inner confidence in myself that I believed in what I was doing. And if you guys read books, in Mark Douglas's Trading in the Zone, he talks about the importance of traders believing in their system and how that is the defining factor that brings all of these guys towards making as much money as they do. So I am making this video now because, like I said, it is Monday, January 26th. And this video, I want you guys to be able to come back and look at this and see how I was able to turn this week out green. And I'm not saying that in a cocky manner. I'm just saying use this video to see how confident I am leaving that red day behind me and moving on with it. And that also goes to say that, let's say I, for some reason, cannot cover the full 3,000 by the end of this week, or maybe I even lose more than that. Then you guys can still come back to this next week and see that next week I will be able to cover those numbers. And that's the whole part of this, you guys, is it's not about doing it all at once. It's about just letting your model do its thing and make up for the losses. The same way that model has made up for as much as where you are at now today. So I know that was a lot. I know that I'm kind of just rambling and I'm talking fast as hell, but you guys have got to find and dig deep on hard days to be a confident individual in what you are doing. So here it is. I will pull it up one more time. Oh, I deleted it. But I am down $3,100 today starting the week, and we have 4 days left. I am going to document this whole series from today until Friday and show you guys how to turn around a red week and not let it snowball, not let it become something bigger than it is. Losing is a part of the game. There is no way around it. So I love you guys. Peace out. Appreciate you guys tapping in, and I will see you guys later.